Welcome to my channel. I am your host, Real Talk. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you. And if you have been following my channel, I thank you for your support. For those that is new to my channel, I focus on doing dating site reviews, and the dating site I focus on are not the typical US based dating sites that we are familiar with. So, for example, I don't focus on Tinder or Match or eHarmony or any of these US based dating sites because there are a lot of reviews for them already. I focus on mostly international dating sites, and a lot of these dating sites could be considered a niche platform or a niche dating site. However, if you are sick of the US dating sites, like I said, if you are sick of Tinder, Match, and so on, some of these international dating sites that you see here could be a worthwhile option for you to explore new members from around the world. In this video, I will do a quick overview of three more dating sites, and they are CharmingTalks, GirlsWithLove, and finally, Instantalks. All three of these dating sites, it is just another niche dating site. It is run by the same company and essentially work exactly the same. It is just a copycat or a clone of existing dating sites that I have already reviewed. And it seems like these companies are just making copies of existing dating sites and just pushing it out to the market. There is nothing new or earth-shattering about Charming Talk, Girls with Love, and Instant Talk. These are fairly new from what I can tell, and there isn't a large user database as I went through all three of these dating sites. This video, I will just give you some key details about all three of these. I won't go into great detail. Like I said, it works exactly the same as many other dating sites that I have already reviewed. So I will just quickly give you a quick overview, give you some key details about them, point a few things out, and that will be essentially the entire video. Here we are in my Charming Talks account. This one here is Girls with Love, and then this one is Instant Talks. As I have already stated, all three of these dating sites work the same, and it works similar to many other dating sites I have already reviewed. So here inside my channel called Real Talk, I have many dating sites review. I focus on niche dating sites or dating sites that are not typically based in the US. These are great dating sites if you want to try something different. All of my dating sites are named according to the site I am reviewing. That way you don't need to guess as to what dating site I am talking about. As for these three dating sites, if you want the complete detail, a thorough detail and features of the dating site, how they all works, credits, pricing, how long credits will last, and if you can exchange any personal information, you can watch any one of these for that complete detail. For example, if you are into Asians, you can watch Japan Date, Korea Date, and Laura Date. If you are into European, you can watch Place to Chat, Secret Meet, and Talk Live. If you are into Latin members, you can watch La Date, Latin Fields, and Mexican Love. You can also watch Amor Factory, Best Dates, and Love for It. So any of these videos right here that I just pointed out are very thorough. It is very detailed. And I go through the dating site in depth, a full review. And another video you can watch for the complete detail, and that works exactly the same as Instant Talks, Girls with Love, and Charming Talks. You can watch Amorly, Latin Melodies, and Quick Me Dates. Once again, it works identical. And while you are in my channel, be sure to check out all of these other videos you see here in front of you. Like I said, my videos are very detailed. It is very thorough. I give you tips, recommendations, whether you can exchange personal information and how to exchange personal information. So with that said, let's just get right to these three dating sites, and I will go over just the key details and give you some features to look out for and some things that you need to know about all three of these dating sites. Okay, so let's just take a quick tour of these three dating sites. As I mentioned, all three of these are fairly new. There isn't a huge database of women. So for example, here on Charming Talks, and that is also the same for Instant Talks. As I filter and look for just different countries, one thing that you'll notice, one thing that I've noticed right away, they don't even have different countries listed at all. Well, that's because they just don't have, like I said, a lot of members to begin with. These sites are fairly new. So what do you find? What kind of members do you find on here? Well, it's kind of like a potpourri. So I found some US, some Canadian, some Asians, and some European, and a handful of Latin. So overall, it is a potpourri of members on here. And like I said, the whole database is just not that large. And that is also true for CharmingTalks. Same thing here. When you go through filter, you can't filter by countries. Once again, that's because there just isn't that many members to choose from. And in terms of the type of members that you can expect to find on CharmingTalks, it is the same as you would find on Instantalks. So overall, North American, Canadian, and American, some Latin, some European, and some Asian overall. So that is the case for both CharmingTalks and Instantalks. When I head over to Girls with Love, so Girls with Love, you will find, again, same demographics, North American, not so much Latin on here, definitely a lot of European girls, primarily Ukrainian, and you will get some Asians, but not a whole lot. But in terms of overall, the quantity of members, there's certainly a lot more. As you can see here, you can filter out by the various countries. Once again, they list a lot of countries on here, but as I went through a lot of this list, like I said, it's mostly North American, a little bit South American, a lot of Eastern Europe, primarily Ukrainian women, and then also some Asian sprinkled in as well. So essentially, that is Girls with Love, more members, but the same variety of overall women. All three of these dating sites utilizes a credit-based system. You will need to purchase credits to pretty much use the dating site. There's really not much you can do on here for free. Really, the only thing you can do for free is you can browse profiles. You can go into any profile, read all about her, and look through any public pictures that she may have. Other free things that you can do, you can certainly sign up for a free account. You can read messages for free, so any incoming messages, whatever they are, you can always read those messages for free. You can read initial mail for free as well. And generally, if it's free, if they say so right here, it says free. And that is pretty much it. That is all you can do for free on any of these dating sites. Everything else, you will need to purchase credits. And let me show you the credit system. Here's where you can find the credits packages and also the pricing. Just simply hit credits and you will be directed to the screen. So why do you need credits? Well, credits are the internal currency used for paid services on the site. Upon signing up, you get some credits for free. I didn't receive any, but if you don't use it in a couple of weeks, they always send you some free credits, usually 20. But why do you need credits? You need credits to respond to mail. You can read the initial mail for free, but everything else you will need to purchase or pay for. You need credits to just chat. You need credits to do stickers or emojis. You need credits to view profiles video. You need credits to share any media in the chat. So you are doing a chat, you attach a picture or a video. And you need credits to send virtual gift, and some sites will actually have real gift as well. So essentially, you need to purchase credits to utilize all of these features. And then down below is the list of the pricing for the various features. So for chats, just to chat on here will cost you 2 credits per minute. That's right, just chatting alone is 2 credits per minute. To send any stickers or emojis, it's 5 to 10 credits. Any photos or audio inside the chat will cost you 10 credits each. Opening a video is 50 credits, and opening a post is also 50 credits. So posts are essentially a letter inside a chat, and it is an expensive option, but women love to send posts. Mail. You will utilize a lot of mail on here. Women love to send mail. And, inside of mail, you can write a lengthy message if you want to and include many pictures in the mail. So it's a good feature, but it is expensive, however. So the way mail works is sending letters in the mail to one member. Your first letter is 10 credits. Each letter after that is 30 credits. So first one is 10. Everything after that is 30 credits. So it goes up in cost. Opening a letter, opening the first one is free. So that's inside a thread. And then every letter you open after that is 10 credits. But they do allow you to send, I think, up to 10 photos in a letter free of charge. Opening photos in the mail. So if you get 10 pictures inside the mail, your first one is free. Any other picture you open after that is 10 credits. And for videos, so video is the most costly option, that in post. So video is 50 credits each time that you view it. And then they have other things on here like opening videos in a profile, 50 credits. So if you look through a profile and she attached a video, that is 50 credits to view. And then finally, they have virtual gifts. So in every profile, you'll see a list of virtual gifts, and some dating site will actually have real gift. So you can look through the catalog and decide which type of gift that you want to send. So what are the credit packages and how much does it cost? I will show you that using my Family Fun account, another similar dating site. I just happen to have this in front of me. And the credit packages is very similar to the other three dating sites. So they typically give you 4. This account gives you 5. But like I said, overall, the credit packages and pricing is very similar. So for CharmingTalks and GirlsWithLove and Instantalks, I believe the lowest credit is for 45 credits for $20. Here on Family Fun, it's 70 credits and $30. They do have another one for 125 credits for $50, 270 credits for $100, 800 credits for $200, and then on this particular account, 2,000 credits for $500. I don't think Instant Talks and Girls with Love and Charming Talks goes up to 2,000. I think they end at 800 credits for $200. These are very typical. But anyway, so these are the typical credit packages that you can find on all 3 of these dating sites. So a few more things that I should point out and that I think you should need to know. Any of these dating sites, all of them, the vast majority of the girls on here, there are some men too, but the vast majority of the women on all of these dating sites uses the site for free. Now, that sucks for us guys because we are the one that has to pay for everything. But that is just how these dating site works. So how do you know which one is using a dating site for free? But really, the easiest way is to look through their profile. So for example, I would just open up Yulia here. There's 2 Yulia next to each other. And look through her profile pictures. As you can see at the bottom, they have the name of the dating site. So you can see here it says Instant Talks, Instant Talks, Instant Talks, and so on. And if I were to go over to Girls with Love, just pick on the first one here, Diana. Look through her public photos. You can also see it says Girls with Love, and so on. And then finally, on Charming Talks, do the same thing. Just pick on the first or this photo right here. Look through her photos. You can see Charming Talks and Charming Talks. So when you see the name of the dating site on their profile photos, this is a telltale sign they are using a dating site for free. And that's because one of the key requirements that the women must abide by is having the dating site taking their professional photo. So that is a telltale sign she is a free user. There are other members on here that are not a free user, but generally when you see the dating site name on their picture, typically they are using it for free. And you can certainly ask the person individually, and she may or may not tell you. So here is a piece of key information and detail that you need to pay attention to, guys. And that has to do with exchanging your email and phone number on any of these dating sites. The reality is all of these dating sites will do everything they can to prevent you from exchanging your email and phone number with a particular member. So for example, if you are chatting with someone and inside your chat, you put in your email and phone number, she may not get that message. More than likely, she will only see stars. That is the same for mail. So if you were to send a letter, inside that letter, you put in your email or phone number, she's not going to get that letter, and most likely she will only see stars. So all of these dating sites will scrub out any keywords and phrases or any mention of using Telegram or WhatsApp or Facebook or Google or whatever those apps may be. Any mention of those words or phrases, it is going to get scrubbed out. So they will do everything they can to prevent you from exchanging your email and phone numbers on here. That is just how it works. They do not want you to get off of this dating site. They do not want the women to get off of these dating sites either. That is because the women uses the site for free, and they attract us guys. It's a bit unfair, but that's just how this dating site works. However, there are back channel ways to exchange your email and phone number on here. And I have done this many times across 60 different dating sites at this point. So if you really want to exchange email and phone number on any of these dating sites and other dating site that works the same, send me a private message and I will give you a handful of suggestions on how to exchange your email and phone number. And then finally on this particular topic, there is a way to exchange email and phone number if you were to ask the customer service. So for example, you go at the bottom, you can contact support, whatever dating site that you are using, message the support team, ask if you want a woman's phone number or email. If she's agreed, the dating site will tell you how to do it. But I will tell you this, be warned, to obtain a woman's email or phone number on any of these dating sites, it is going to cost you at least $1,200 to $1,400. You heard me right. To obtain a woman's email or phone number on here, that's per woman, will set you back $1,200 to $1,400. That is a lot of freaking money to get a phone number. But in any case, that is the fee that you must pay if the woman agrees to it. So essentially, it is very expensive to do so. So please keep that in mind. So essentially, that is all of the key features or points that I wanted to point out in this particular video. There are a lot of details that I didn't go through. That's because all three of these dating sites work exactly the same as other dating sites that I have already reviewed. So if you want the complete breakdown on all of the features, such as news feed, messages, mail, all of the search function, the various people on here, and the overall credit system, how long your credit will last. I give you several examples of how credits will last. You can certainly check out these videos here in my channel. So here in my channel, I am Real Talk. I am your host. If you have seen my videos before, I thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you. So there's a bunch of videos on here that works exactly the same as Instantalks, Girls with Love, and also CharmingTalks. So if you want, again, the complete and thorough detail of all of the features on here, you can watch this video right here, Amore Factory, Best Date in Love Fort. A similar video here that's geared toward the Latin crowd is La Date, Latin Feels and Mexican Love. Place to Chat, Secret Meet, and Talk Live is a lot of the European and Asian crowd. And then Japan Date, Korea Date, and Laura Date are a mix of Asian and European. And then you can watch Immorally, Latin Melodies, and Quick Me Dates, a good mixture of international users, European, Latin, American, and also Asian. So any of these videos that I just pointed out gives you a complete and thorough detail of how the dating site actually works. So be sure to check out any of these videos. The important feature here is the credit system and the pricing. And like I said, I go through an example of how long your credits will actually last depending on how much you actually spend. So essentially, that is it. That is the overall overview of Instant Talks, Girls with Love, and then finally, Charming Talks. Now, I will say this. In terms of overall dating site and dating experience, well, there is nothing earth-shattering or nothing unique about any of these three. In fact, because I said in the very beginning, all three of these are fairly new. There isn't a lot of members on here. I would say overall, just skip it altogether. If you really want to try a similar dating site with more members to contact or more members to chat with, you can certainly use any one of these here. If you want to use European, you can watch this one. If you are into Latin, you can watch this one. If you have a mixture of European, Latin, Asian, and American, this one. Then, like I said, this one here is particularly for Asians. So overall, I would say just skip Instant Talks, Girls with Love, and then also Charming Talks. It's not worth your time. There are other similar sites out there that I just pointed out that you can certainly use with a lot more members. So essentially, that is an overview of Instant Talks, Girls with Love, and finally, Charming Talks. Like I said, just skip it all together. And if you want the complete detail of all three dating sites, you can watch any of these videos that I have already pointed out earlier. So I hope you learned some good information on here, particularly about exchanging personal information at any of these dating sites. So if you are interested, you happen to meet someone on here, send me a private message. I would definitely give you some ideas and suggestions on how to exchange personal information without costing you an arm and a leg. So with that said, I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.